Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. In the last episode, well, it can't be said that I don't get my time and money's worth on these games, as we had over an hour marathon battle in the desert, and now we're moving on to Chapter 7, the Battle at Navarre. We found a temple in the middle of the desert, and the crowned prince and his general is there, and they apparently have found that some sort of holy lance is actually in the Gallian capital, which I guess is probably the reason for this entire war. However, Welkin and Alicia and Faldio are walking into the temple right now. But we're not doing that right just quite yet. I promised that we were going to hit some of this other stuff before we went into the chapter proper. So here we go. We're going to go into our chapter select, and we are going to read the report of Ellet Embedded. And then we will get to the rest of this.
Ellet Embedded.
There's our little reporter. Let's view this episode.
Squad 7 of Regiment 3. My first impression, good.
Oh, that's nice.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, squad leader. Next in command, Sergeant Alicia Melchiot.
Those are amazing pictures.
That lieutenant looks softer than I'd expect for the son of the late General Gunther. And her hometown is Brule, same as Gunther. Could be childhood friends. But if I'm lucky, they were childhood sweethearts. We'll just have to find out how close they are. Next on the list, Sergeant Largo Potter and Corporal Bridget Stark. Oh wait, that's right. Stark had a nickname. Gotta jot that down. Goes by Rosie. There. Looks like those two don't trust Gunther much yet. That could be good. Could be really good. Who does that leave? Right, the tank pilot, Corporal Asara Gunther. She's the lieutenant's sister.
Always looks so sad.
Now that's strange. She looks dark-skinned to me. Wonder how that comes into the picture.
It shouldn't.
You couldn't ask for a more colorful crew than that, could you? Something tells me these guys are different than the usual troop somehow. Maybe my keen journalistic instincts? Well then...
Nice catch.
It's not gonna uncover itself. Here I come, ready or not.
Now, 9 times out of 10, I would hate this character, but I get the impression that the only reason that she seems to be so focused on her journalism is that's the only thing that's probably keeping her occupied from the war and knowing that her country is pretty much under siege. But let's go to Largo and Rosie. This must be the first of the interviews.
There's Sergeant Potter, and Corporal Stark with him. Hey, guys! Mind if I ask a few questions? It'll only take a second.
What, like an interview? What do you want to go interviewing us for?
Aw, come on, big guy. I bet we'd make better topics than some rich kid.
Definitely more colorful.
Wonderful. Let's start with you then, Largo. You fought in the First European War, right?
Yeah, I've been a soldier ever since, too. I'm what you'd call a seasoned warrior, see?
And why did you choose to stay in the force? Most people try to avoid the soldiering life.
It's an honest living, plus I got my reasons. Besides, I ain't the only one. Look at Elle.
Elle? Who's Elle?
If I had to guess, I'd say Eleanor Virat. Captain Virat, that is. 3rd Regiment.
Oh, why does Largo call her Elle?
It seems you've got quite a history with her. Care to fill in some details for us?
I doubt it.
There ain't no details. Is this the trash you want to write about? Look, I'm a busy guy. I'm out of here.
Getting into tabloid journalism.
Largo, wait up!
Oh, just let him go. We can have a little chat, just the two of us girls. So, Rosie. Can I call you Rosie? Beautiful name, by the way. Do you like flowers?
I used to sing at a bar. It was hardly a flower patch, but my nickname there stuck. Tell you what, though. Some customers came from miles away just to hear me sing.
My. So why's a pretty young songbird with a voice as sweet as a rose so thorny towards Lieutenant Gunther and all those others?
Ugh, that's a horrible pun.
I just ain't trusting my back to a stinking dark hair is all.
Traumatic past experience with a darkson leave you bitter, maybe?
Yeah, that's an appropriate question.
Think what you want. I got better things to do than sit around gabbing about him is all. You can put me down as allergic, yeah? Just chatting and I'm starting to feel sick.
And off she goes.
Bet she'd spill the beans if you got her riled up enough. Maybe next time. Still, a veteran carrying a torch for his captain and a Darkson-hating chanteuse? They may be cranky, but they're characters.
Maybe she's trying to provide heroes for the people. Or, hope. That kind of Superman thing. Asara. Oh, she interviews Asara, too. She gets all the main characters.
Boo!
Oh, hello, Miss Ellett. How are you?
A little freaked out now. You didn't even bat an eye at that.
I'm sure she's seen far worse.
You were staring at the sky pretty intently. Something up there we should know about?
I'd like to fly. Well, actually, I'd like to fly my brother.
Fly your brother? Care to expound on that?
I have realized I have not seen any flying vehicles in this world.
You don't seem the type to have her head in the clouds. It's very romantic.
I believe myself to be quite logical, really. Too logical, perhaps.
Okay, so if you don't mind my asking, how exactly are you and your brother related? Wait, let's leave that for now. How would you describe your brother as a person?
And you're not even asking questions about her, you're asking questions about Welkin through her.
Welks is... objectively speaking, he can seem a little strange sometimes.
I see. Although I'm a little unsure of what that means, coming from you.
Don't be a prick.
But he is a very kind person, and loyal. Anytime my heritage brought me trouble, he was the first to come to my defense.
I see. Sounds like you really love him, huh?
I would say I respect him a great deal.
Now, her cheeks are flushed. I'm kind of curious if this is getting into sword art online territory with the brother and sister who aren't really, and there's something going on at least one side, like a crush.
Gotcha. Sounds like you lucked out in the sibling department then.
Yes, very much so. That's why I'd like to give him the opportunity to fly.
I'm still not sure I follow that exactly, but we'll leave that for another day.
Maybe she'll build a flying machine for him.
Thanks for your time. Next up, squad leader Gunther himself.
Well, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. She could have asked some pretty, slanderous questions. Welkin and Alicia. This is interesting. Interesting filler on the characters and their personalities.
Hello? Are you ready for your big interview?
And suddenly a gunshot rings out.
Hello, Miss Ellett. Hard at work again, I see.
Didn't you already interview him before?
Oh, Alicia, I wanted to get in a chat with you today, too.
Wait, really? You're going to write an article about me?
I can't say whether it'll make the paper, but I do have some questions for you.
I bet they're going to be all about Welkin.
You've been at Lieutenant Gunther's side since you left Brule. Tell me what he's like.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. You want to interview me about him?
Get her, Alicia.
Well, let's see. We only met just a few days ago, but he's a pretty interesting person. You never know what he's going to say next.
I see. So, forget he's your boss for a second. What do you think of him as a guy?
What? I've never really thought about it. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Is that so? Well, Lieutenant Gunther, care to comment in her place? Lieutenant, where'd he go?
Smart.
Huh? Oh, sorry. There was just this crazy-looking bug. I got distracted.
See what I mean? He's an interesting guy, if unpredictable.
Welkin seems to be one of those people that could literally be like, oh, a squirrel, and just disappear from a conversation.
No kidding. Now, Lieutenant Gunther, I have a couple of questions for you. First up, how do you feel about this war, as the son of a hero from the First European War?
Same as anybody else, I guess. I want it to be over. Are people looking at me as the son of a hero? Well, maybe I am, but I'm still just me.
Okay then, let's talk about you. What are you fighting for?
For the bugs, apparently.
I feel like the present world is made up of things we've inherited from the past. We get life and a home from our parents, knowledge from our teachers. And not just the good stuff. Take prejudice against Darksons. That's learned behavior.
Uh-huh.
You went completely over her head.
Every creature out there is trying to pass things along to future generations. I want to pass on what I think is right. I'm fighting for the ability to do that.
Thank you very much. That's all I've got for you today.
Great. We're done? I want to get back to that fascinating insect again.
Huh. You really hit the nail on the head. He's as entertaining as he is unpredictable. I was planning on moving along to the next squad after interviewing everyone in Squad 7. But I think I'll stick around and learn a bit more about you Sevens, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Just try to stay out of the combat zones, for your own safety.
Yeah, that'd be a shame if something were to happen.
I go where the scoop takes me. That's just how I roll.
Okay. Well, that was that. Now, let's move on to A Taste of Home.
Report. A taste of home.
Looks like Welkin's got some bread. Maybe Alicia cooked for him. Got an unexpected visit is the first part here, so...
And done. That takes care of the report. Who's there?
How did the pig open the door?
Hans? Did you come here all by yourself? Boy, you sure are smart.
That is a bright piece of bacon.
Hey, stop tugging, Hans. What's up? Is there something this way?
Like he's got the little ribbon with the bell on it.
Okay, I get it. Lead the way. And you can stop biting my boots already.
I like Hans. He's not Schnarf. I mean, if he was a Snarf, then we'd have an issue, but he's not that annoying.
You went and got Welkin for me? Nice going, Hans. Thanks.
I just got led around base by a pig. Any idea what he wants with me, Alicia?
Oh no, I was the one who wanted to see you. Are you hungry, Welkin?
Hungry? Well, yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's the bread.
Really? Oh, good. I whipped a little something up for you. Come see.
What? Back in the kitchen? Whoa.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that was that. It's kind of got a Hunger Games feel, like with the boy who works in the bakery and all that.
Wow. I've never seen so much bread in one place. You baked all this yourself, Alicia?
Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I made anything. I was worried I might be getting a bit rusty. But the oven was free, so I helped myself.
It smells great. Okay, here goes.
Now I'm getting hungry. Thanks, game. Oh, he's not choking, is he?
Welkin? You okay?
Have you ever had that happen? Gets in your windpipe?
Delicious.
Really?
Yeah. I've never eaten bread this good. It's really impressive.
Good deal.
Welkin, you look like a chipmunk.
You know how chipmunks and hamsters stuff their little cheeks full of food like that? I finally understand why.
That probably makes her feel so happy. And Alicia's ambition. See what's going on here.
Oh, I'm so full. That was great, huh, Hans?
Did Hans not agree?
I can't believe you put it all away. It was a little scary watching you two eat.
Oh, he was just full.
Still, I'm glad you liked it. It feels good to see people enjoying my bread.
It felt good eating it. Thanks for baking it all.
You're welcome. Oh, Welkin, you have some... There's just a little crumb. There we go.
Oh. So, you said you worked at a bakery before the war started?
Yeah. I was a live-in apprentice under the Meister running the shop.
Meister?
Once things settle down, I plan on taking the national exams and opening up my own bakery.
Wow. You need to be licensed to run a bakery? That sounds pretty tough.
It's been my dream since I was a little girl. It's what I enjoy doing the most.
I guess since you're making food for people.
I love imagining entire families eating the bread I make together. A loving husband, maybe, and cute little kids waiting for their mom to get home.
And you've just lost Welkin.
She comes in with a big basket of my bread, and the kids all cheer and embrace her.
Okay.
Oh, and what if my bread brings the husband and wife closer together?
Uh-huh.
She could say, "Oh, honey, you have a crumb in your beard," and then she'd...
Put a lot of thought in that, didn't you?
To me, that's just like what happened here a minute ago, Welkin, but
Are you all right, Alicia?
Huh? I'm fine. Anyway, I'll keep baking it if you keep eating it.
It's a deal. And thanks again.
That's a good way for them to break the ice. Or honestly, I guess in this case, break the bread. So, now let's get back to business here. We're at the Battle of Navarre, so this turned from a desert encounter into a full-blown war. And as we recall, we are heading into the same area as the Crown Prince. So, we got a few more scenes to watch, then we'll get set up for the battle.
I don't know what I expected, but it really wasn't this.
That's an awesome echo effect.
Amazing, isn't it? I was surprised when I first came here, too.
There aren't any windows or skylights in here, but it's still so light.
The ruins are made of stone with a high ragnite concentration. It lights itself.
It's uncanny.
Look at this. Something's written on the wall here.
It's in Old Northern script.
Old Northern?
I'm really glad we have Largo here, or not Largo,
It was
Faldio.
a common writing system in Europa. You still see it on a lot of old monuments.
Do you know how to read it, Faldio?
Yeah, we just covered it this last year. Let's take a look. It's more or less a recounting of the Darks and Calamity as the history books tell it. The Darksons unlocked some secret property of Ragnite and tried to conquer the continent.
Ah, so they were warriors.
100 cities raised its fell light, 100,000 men and beast therewith. It says this area used to be one of the cities lost in that purge as well.
So they did use Ragnite.
It was in the middle of that destruction that the Valkyrie suddenly came into the picture. Supposedly they rose to face the Darksons, armed with sacred lances, blue with flame. That became the War of the Valkyrie.
I had a picture book about that as a girl. But it's fiction, right? Like a fairy tale.
Doesn't look like a fairy tale now, Alicia.
Ruins like these dot the European map, traces of the culture that once ruled the continent. The majority of the anthropological community now agrees that the Valkyrie did exist.
Wow, this is so educational.
Welkin is pleased.
The Valkyrie won and rose to power, while the Darksons were scattered across Europa. There are some who worship the Valkyrie as the saviors of Europa even today.
So the Darksons are hated for more of a sins of the father kind of situation.
Meanwhile, the Darksons got branded with the stigma of their past and were persecuted.
Gotcha.
With no land of their own, they had to work as itinerant laborers and Ragnite miners.
Which is why there are so many Darksons still working in the industrial sector today.
I never knew that. Come to think of it, Asara's dad was an engineer, wasn't he?
Anyway, that's enough history for today. Let's keep checking for Imperial tracks.
I love it when games explain their world. I absolutely love that. And we've got the Darkson Calamity. And this is optional. But let's see what's going on here.
I've been looking, but I still ain't seen nothing but sand.
Oh yeah, I forgot we left Asara with Rosie and Largo.
Those imps got some strange tastes if they're sunning themselves out here. What's got you, Rosie? Ain't like you to be so quiet. You got the runs or something?
Largo.
You're foul, Largo. And I'm just annoyed.
Because Asara's there.
Takes some kind of brass to blow up a chunk of turf this big, don't you think? Looks like the dark hairs have been bad news for the rest of us folks since day one.
What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean?
No archaeological proof exists to support the theory that Darksons destroyed Boreas.
Look around. How much more proof do you need?
And it's an unfair generalization to assume that all Darksons cause trouble for others.
That's one of the few times I've seen Asara with mean eyes.
You saying you don't? Look, it's 'cause of you people that my whole...
Ooh.
All right, time out, you two.
We were about to find out what was going on with Rosie.
You stay out of this, Largo.
Yeah.
We're on patrol here. You keep squawking, and we're likely to get sniped. You too, kid. You know Rosie's got a temper on her. She wouldn't go off if you didn't talk back.
I don't believe anything I've said is untrue.
Stubborn as mules, both of you.
All right. Inside the spiral. Now, are they going to meet?
Faldio, what is that?
It's like the Stargate.
It's called the Valkyrian Spiral.
Okay, so what is it?
I was talking about their power before, remember? The sacred blue flame? The spiral motif on their relief carvings are said to represent inexhaustible power.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Still, We haven't seen any Imperials here. Not even any signs of entry.
Oh, I bet that's going to change very quickly.
I guess it's possible that this wasn't what brought the Empire out here.
Well, the others are waiting. Let's go back.
Sure, let's go.
Where's Alicia?
Huh?
Well, that answered that.
What in the...
Alicia, what just happened?
I don't know. I barely even touched it and this door just opened.
It looks like it keeps going.
An underground chamber in the Barrius ruins. This is a huge discovery.
I think it's already been discovered.
Do you have to ask?
There's the archaeologist. You need your brown fedora, though.
Let's take a look.
And your bullwhip. And first contact. This is going to be an interesting chapter.
What is this place?
It seems like it goes on forever.
Has kind of a Temple of Time from Ocarina vibe.
Wow, look at this wall. Amazing.
There are engravings everywhere. What do they say, Faldio?
I'm not sure. I wish I could tell you. They're too ancient for me to decipher.
Just says drink your Ovaltine. Oh, is she gonna see him? Because she's the scout?
Welkin, we're not alone.
Yeah, she's got the eagle eyes.
Who's there?
You're gonna run right into the Crown Prince.
Well, how surprising to find you here. We don't get many visitors. I won't ask how you were able to break in. It's not really important. But you defile this sanctum with your presence.
He's got an awesome voice. And what does she have in her hand?
That's Maximilian.
Maximilian? Wait, but he's the enemy commander.
Hi, guys.
Hold it right there! You take one more step and I'll shoot you down, I swear I will!
Ooh.
What?
Lower your weapon. Your lives are worthless to me, but I do not wish to stain this sacred place with blood. If you are determined to have this confrontation, why don't we settle it outside?
Welkin.
Welkin. So, you're the brat who's responsible. My compliments for the Vassal Bridge and the base in Cloden. You quite impressed Jaeger. He was singing your praises, boy. Silvaria, come.
Sir.
He reminds me a lot of Roddy McDowell.
Now's our chance to take out their commander.
She's right, Faldio. Let's go!
Right.
Not sure about Faldio there. That voice sounded interesting. That tone. And now we got the desert duel with Maximilian. So let's go ahead and set everything up here. I know we're already running almost 30 minutes into the episode, but oh well. I know you guys are enjoying it, so that's all that matters. Tab selects. Let's get to headquarters. Now, we don't have a whole lot of XP to go around this time, comparatively to what we've had. Also need to go ahead and look at the weaponry. Because we got that sniper rifle from that enemy ace. And I think we're going to give it to Marina here. Let's see. Comparatively, very short range, nasty damage though. So, aim of D. So So we'll keep that. I don't like having our snipers having to go that close in order to kill something, and with lower accuracy. Now let's check the command room real quick. See if we have any of our anime folks here.
Hello, Welkin. Here to fine-tune your squad?
Just taking a break from the desert, ma'am.
Oh, and there have been some new recruits. You should take a look at the master list.
Thank you. For scouts, we need Susie. We got Susie and Emil. Montley is not there. Cherry. Nope, I'm looking at the anime roster list here, so if you're kind of curious what I'm looking at. Shock Trooper, we got Nina. No new Lancers. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just leave the group as is.
Come back anytime you need to change your lineup, Lieutenant.
This is going to probably be a quick setup then. Training field. And we do not have enough XP for an order.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots.
From how I understand, this goes up to 20.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
Actually, you know what we're going to do? I know what we're going to do here. We're going to raise our engineer up. No. We're going to confirm that.
You're better than this. Push those limits.
Go on, engineers. Turn those screwdrivers.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
And we're going to use the rest of the XP to get a special order from the guy in the cemetery.
Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
Righto. I may have to do some skirmishes off camera for XP and money. I'm not sure if I'm going to fall behind the curve or whatnot with my battle rankings. Now, R&D facility, we got plenty of money. We also got to check Castlefront Street. Lots to do.
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
Give me all the things, sir. What do we got? Accuracy boost for 45. What other nifty things here? Oh, well. We can do that and actually not touch the A device at all. Now we're getting into the point where we may have to start farming off camera. First off, let's get a uniform upgrade. Definitely want to get more defense.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
And more armor. And we may be able to afford, let's see here, 45, almost. I bet that other one's 45 as well, huh? Yes, it is. Well, sniper, which increases the vert to 85. I'm not that worried about it, so let's go. What are we increasing? Is this the scout? That's the scout stuff, isn't it? Well, other than Alicia, I think we're going to leave that alone right now. Let's see what we can do with the Edelweiss. We've got that mortar upgrade that was going to cost 7,700. And we've got a sight upgrade. And it's not that bad. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get the sight upgrade. Increases our accuracy. That is always good.
Here you go, bro. All done.
Now, we're going to come... Oh. We'll come back. And we forgot we need to put that... Actually... Treads another... We need to outfit the tank with our new upgrade. Periscope, which is a twofer. So we are officially full up. Now we got to start plugging stuff in and all that. I want to check the paper first.
Come back again soon, bro. I mean it, man.
Wonder where your mate is. Your friend. Let's try Castlefront Street.
Hey! Dropping by to read the writing on the wall? That's a good man.
And now I know what to buy.
And how about the new rising star of Squad 7, huh? I've heard some wild stories. You must be proud. I couldn't help but snipe him with a pop interview. You'll have to read it once I get it all drafted up.
Ooh. Imperial Shadow hits Barrius. Central Galleon Command reported on the 15th that the militia had encountered and routed a contingent of Imperials stationed in Barrius, the culmination of a clandestine investigation into reported Imperial activity in the area. The Badlands topography is poorly suited to combat maneuvers, and the region holds little to no strategic value, making the Empire's goal there unclear. One theory suggests that the desert region is home to an as-yet unmined lode, and that Imperial forces were stationed there for the purpose of Ragnite speculation, which is not true. Gallia Federation talks begin. During a press session on the 10th, Gallian Prime Minister Borg called for talks with Federation Ambassador Townshend, slated to visit Gallia at the end of the month. In light of the increasingly complex conflict between the Federation and Empire, however, many suspect the Federation views this as a chance to acquire Gallia for its resources. This announcement has been met with vehement opposition from members of the Parliament with strong ties to the former Imperial cartels. Ambassador Townshend responded to the invite in a public address, stating that he firmly believes that joining hands to thwart the Empire's hubristic ambitions is essential to assuring peace in Europa. Huh. Interesting.
Da-da-da-da! I've got new material.
And how much is that material? Largo's Passion. Why not?
Thanks a million.
Uh-huh. And we have pretty much unlocked something new.
Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be here. Well, we may go ahead and check out the Largo chapter too. Now, the War Cemetery. We don't have enough to get the upgrade that we wanted.
Hello again, son.
Hello, sir.
I'm sorry, but I can think of no orders to teach you.
Ooh.
My memory is failing me with age.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
So it's random whether he's able to provide or not. Well, should we use that XP? No, we're not going to use the XP. I'm calling my shot, and we're not going to worry about it. We're going to go back to book mode. What could possibly go wrong? And new episode's been added. And go to chapter select. Largo's Passion. So this was between chapter 4 and 5.
Report. Largo's Passion.
I like to read up on Largo. Let's do this. Secure the trade route. Was that a battle I saw?
God, I'm starving. Why do they call us here at lunchtime?
I think this might be one with a battle in it.
You always get snippy the minute your stomach rumbles, Largo.
Sorry, guys. Have you been waiting long? I'll get right to the briefing. You may already be aware of the recent hike in food prices.
I do remember one worker at the mess hall mentioning that produce prices were rising.
Apparently the Empire has taken hold of the trade route farmers use to ship their stock.
What did you say?
Vegetable crisis grips Gallia. Not a very exciting headline.
Largo seems really concerned.
You mocking the power of vegetables?
What? I was just... What's your problem?
Largo is a big fan of Super Mario Bros. 2, apparently.
Vegetables are like bombs packed tight with all kinds of important nutrients. Kids gotta eat them to grow up right. And the body's practically made of vegetables.
Which are like bombs?
In any case, Squad 7's next mission is to clear that trade route of Imperials.
All right, time to put the fear of veggies into these imps.
Wow.
The fear of veggies? Is he serious?
He looks dead serious. Is that a battle coming up? It is. Okay, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to hold off on the desert battle, and we're going to see what the vegetable route incident is. We'll take care of that in the next episode. This is unexpected. If you like the episode, go ahead and click like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.